Hello everyone, my name is Ayu Dwi Wandirah. I'm a third semester student from the Faculty of Literature majoring in English Literature, Pamulang University. In this video, I want to present data on the top 10 countries most infected with the coronavirus in the world. It has been a year that coronavirus has lurked all humans on this earth without exception. Many government officials and well-known actors have tested positive for the coronavirus. The virus that was first discovered in Wuhan, China in 2019, a virus that originally had no known cause and no single drug was able to cure it quickly. However, this virus is transmitted very quickly from one person to another. Then, in early 2020, the coronavirus began to spread to all parts of the world, one by one country reporting their population infected with the coronavirus or what is now called COVID-19. Many countries whose governments have started implementing lockdowns or regional quarantine, namely the application of quarantine to a certain area or area in order to prevent the movement of people both entering and leaving the area for certain urgent purpose, namely to reduce the level of the population infected with the coronavirus in a country. This lockdown was successfully carried out in several countries and yielded satisfactory results including the first one is New Zealand. New Zealand is one of the countries that is considered successful in inhibiting the death rate of its citizens due to COVID-19 by means of lockdown. Took the policy lockdown. Now New Zealand's death toll is 9 out of 1,401 report case. Even so, the New Zealand government is also putting in a lot of effort, so there are other factors that can keep its citizens safe. New Zealand is one of the countries with the strict lockdown is the world on March 23, 2020. New Zealand closed schools and all shops except essential services such as supermarket, pharmacy, hospital, and bank. Non-essential movements are prohibited in inter-island travel and gather stock, and movements are indoor and outdoor indefinitely cancelled. The second is Czech Republic. Lockdown announcement by President Miloš Zeman. This step is considered to be one of the most comprehensive in Europe. Several European countries have also implemented lockdowns such as Spain, Italy, and France. But these countries are still experiencing a spike in cases of the deadly new coronavirus. The third is Germany. Most of the countries in Europe have been devastated by the COVID-19 pandemic. Their position is behind the United States. The country most affected despite the widespread outbreak. The rate of the infection in Germany is decreasing. Also, there are more than 100,000 infection nationwide. Germany's lockdown measures are considered effective. The fourth is Denmark. Denmark is the second country in Europe to implement a lockdown. The Scandinavian country has implemented border closure even before the first cases from the coronavirus occurred. Policy lockdown Germans is not as strict as other countries in Europe. Denmark still allows a citizen to leave the house and gather even though there are no more than 10 people. However, the level of citizen compliance with the government policy of restricting movement is considered high, and is the key to the successful implementation of a lockdown in the country. The fifth is Caribbean island. Prime Minister Silveria Jacob of Saint Martin in the Caribbean islands strictly forbids citizens from leaving the house for 2 weeks. The Saint Martin government announced a complete lockdown on April 5 and will last for the next 2 weeks. The policy lockdown Saint Martin is considered to be one of the strictest in the world because unlike other countries, Saint Martin only allows a few supermarkets and 2 gas stations to operate in an emergency. Struck a video transmission which then went viral around the world. Jacobs reminded his citizens to stop leaving their homes as not to catch the new coronavirus. The 5 countries are countries that have success and are effective in enforcing lockdowns. The data was released in April by one of the mass media in Indonesia. Indonesia is one of the countries that does not impose a lockdown because of several considerations that still need to be considered, but the government in Indonesia is imposing large-scale social restrictions on reducing the number of people infected with the coronavirus, but citizens are still allowed to leave the house only for certain purposes, such as work and other important matters. Also, they are still allowed to leave the house. Residents who come from one area to another area very thickly guarded, so that there is no additional population infected with COVID-19. Here I want to provide the data about the top 10 countries in the world with the most population infected with the coronavirus. Here are the data. The first one is the United States. The number of infected cases in 11,987,000 people. The second is India. The number of infected cases was 9,045,882 people. The third is Brazil. The number of infected cases was 5,035,918 people. The fourth is France. In fake case, there were 2,131,150 people. The fifth is Russia. The number of infected cases there were 2,064,000 there 64,318 people. The sixth is Spain. The number of infected cases there 1,566,233 people. The seventh is United Kingdom. The number of infected cases is only in 1,492,915 people. The eighth is Italy. The number of cases infected there were 1,386,176 people. That's ninth is Argentina. The number of infected cases was 1,360,097 people. The last is Colombia. Total infected cases are 1,237,487 people deaths. This is 10 countries are countries with the highest population rate infected with the coronavirus. This happens because there are still many people who don't care, even not a little, even people who underestimate the coronavirus. For example, wearing a mask, washing your hands regularly and keeping your distancing. The government has not notified the health protocol in every country in the world. However, there are still many residents who failed this. As a result, the increasing number of people infected with COVID-19. So, that's all of us are always safe. Let's together implement the health protocol that has been given. If everyone applies it, the level of the population infected with the coronavirus will decrease. Don't forget to always take care of your health and maintain your immune system. That's all my presentation. If any is unclear, please ask in the comment column down below. But if there are any who want to add, please also write your input in the comment column down below. Thank you for your attention. See you.